As one of the top travel destinations in the world, the United States attracts over 72 million visitors yearly. Known for its diverse landscapes and world-class attractions, it offers some of the best travel experiences you won't find anywhere else. From the natural beauty of Glacier National Park to the peaceful island of Kauaʻi, here are the 10 best places to visit in the USA. Make sure to subscribe to Discover Destination for more travel guides like this. 10. Big Bend National Park. Big Bend National Park in southwest Texas covers more than 800,000 acres, making it the largest national park in Texas. The park offers a variety of experiences that make it one of the most unique places to explore in the country. Santa Elena Canyon is one of the most striking areas of the park. The Santa Elena Canyon Trail leads you deep into the canyon, giving you a close view of the canyon's detail. Moving from the canyon to higher ground, the Chisos Basin offers a cooler setting surrounded by rugged peaks. The Lost Mine Trail is one of the top hikes in this area, taking you through scenic slopes and ending with views of Casa Grande and Juniper Canyon. If you prefer to take in the sights by car, the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive is one of the best ways to see the park. This 30-mile paved road lets you pass several overlooks along the way. Mule Ears Viewpoint gives you a view of 2 tall peaks shaped like mule ears, while Tough Canyon Overlook lets you see deep into the rock formations below. The Hot Springs Historic District is another highlight, featuring the remains of an old settlement and a natural hot spring that flows into a stone pool beside the river. On the eastern side of the park, you can cross into Mexico at the Boquillas del Carmen crossing. This small border entry allows you to visit the nearby village of Boquillas del Carmen, where you can experience the friendly atmosphere of the small community. Back in the Chisos Basin, the lower section of the Window Trail offers another rewarding hike. The trail leads to The Window, a narrow opening between canyon walls that perfectly frames the desert below. For a shorter and easier hike, the Lower Burro Mesa Pour-Off Trail is a good option. This path leads into a canyon that ends at the base of a high cliff. If you want a more remote experience, Old Ore Road offers a deeper look into Big Bend's rugged side. This 26-mile dirt road rewards you with quiet surroundings and gives you a true sense of isolation. By the way, my Travel on a Dime ebook shows you how to travel more for less. I'll share more about it later. 9. Sedona, Arizona. Sedona, located in north-central Arizona, is known for its striking red rock formations. The color of the rocks comes from iron oxide, which gives the area its deep red and orange tones. Cathedral Rock is one of the most recognized sites in Sedona. The hike to the saddle between the rock's tall spires is short but steep, and when you reach the top, the view stretches across the valley in every direction. Nearby, Bell Rock and Courthouse Butte create another impressive view. The Bell Rock pathway circles both formations and is great for a steady walk. Not far away, the Devil's Bridge Trail offers a completely different experience. The trail leads to a large sandstone arch where you can walk across the bridge, giving you one of the best views in the region. For a quieter moment, the Chapel of the Holy Cross provides a peaceful escape. Built directly into the Red Rock cliffs, the chapel stands out for its modern design. Inside, the silence makes it easy to pause and reflect. Closer to town, the Tlaquepaque Arts and Shopping Village adds a more relaxed side to Sedona, with its cobblestone walkways and shaded courtyards lined with art galleries and small shops. Beyond the main attractions, Sedona has several lesser-known areas that are worth visiting, like Slide Rock State Park. The creek runs over smooth sandstone, creating natural water slides and shallow pools. If you want a short hike with a rewarding view, the Birthing Cave is a great option. The trail is easy to follow, and when you reach the cave, the red rock walls curve to form a frame around the open desert below. To learn more about Sedona's past, the Honanki and Palatki heritage sites show the area's ancient history. These cliff dwellings and rock art panels give you a deeper understanding of the region's early communities. Another peaceful stop is the Amitabha Stupa and Peace Park, a Buddhist site surrounded by desert plants and prayer flags. The calm setting and open space make it a good place to slow down and reflect. Also, the Soldier Pass Trail combines several of Sedona's natural highlights, passing by the large sinkhole called Devil's Kitchen and 7 sacred pools, where small rock basins hold rainwater. If you continue farther, a short climb off the main path leads to the Soldier Pass Cave, where light shines through openings in the rock and creates a warm glow inside. Now, I know you're getting excited about all these amazing places to visit, but if you're eager to travel the world to explore new locations, cultures, foods, and much more, while taking a breather from your everyday life, you also know it can cost you quite a lot of money. With the Travel on a Dime ebook, you have the opportunity to make the most out of any place you visit without overspending on your travel budget. From finding the right flights and hotel deals to money-saving tips during your trip, it's the perfect guide to help you travel like a pro, ensuring you have a great experience while saving hundreds of dollars on travel. Get your copy at thediscoverydestination.com. That's thediscoverydestination.com. Use code DISCOVER5 to save $5 off your copy. 8. Savannah, Georgia. Savannah, often called the hostess city of the South, is the oldest city in Georgia and one of the most charming places to explore in the South. Its streets are laid out in a grid pattern with 22 historic squares, so it is easy to explore. The Savannah Historic District is a great place to begin, with every square having its own story. Chippewa Square is known worldwide for being the filming location of the famous bench scenes in Forrest Gump. As you continue through the district, you'll come across Forsyth Park, a peaceful green space that stretches across 30 acres. Its cast iron fountain is one of the most recognizable features in Savannah, and locals often gather here. From the calm of Forsyth Park, head toward River Street, one of Savannah's most active areas. The cobblestone street runs alongside the Savannah River, lined with old cotton warehouses that have been turned into restaurants and shops. Not far from here stands the Cathedral Basilica of St. John the Baptist, a landmark known for its tall spires and intricate details. Inside, the quiet atmosphere and detailed craftsmanship show the city's long tradition of artistry. Bonaventure Cemetery provides a different side of Savannah. The cemetery is covered with large oak trees draped in Spanish moss. The graves and sculptures from the Victorian era make it one of the most photographed cemeteries in the country. Nearby, the energy of City Market provides a change of pace. This open-air area stretches across 4 blocks and is filled with shops, galleries, and restaurants. Inside the market, the American Prohibition Museum adds a unique look at life during the 1920s. A short drive from the city center brings you to Wormsloe State Historic Site, one of Savannah's most iconic scenes. This mile-long drive, lined with hundreds of oak trees, leads to the ruins of an early colonial estate. Beyond these well-known places, Savannah has quieter areas that show its everyday charm, like Jones Street, often described as one of the most beautiful streets in the United States. To learn more about the city's culture, the Pinpoint Heritage Museum offers an important look into the Gullah Geechee community. This museum, set inside a former oyster and crab factory, shares the story of a community descended from enslaved West Africans who built a life along the Georgia coast. Not far away, you can visit the First African Baptist Church, established in 1777 and known as the oldest black church in North America. The church played a vital role in the Underground Railroad, and its building still contains signs of the hidden spaces that sheltered people seeking freedom. Another hidden spot worth finding is Echo Square on Factor's Walk. Standing on the X marked on the ground, you'll hear your own voice echo in a way no one else can hear. Also, the Webb Military Museum on York Street offers a compact but meaningful collection of military artifacts and personal stories from American wars. 7. Glacier National Park. Glacier National Park in northwestern Montana is known for its rugged mountains and deep valleys. The park's natural landscapes make it a place worth exploring from every direction. One of the park's most famous routes is the Going to the Sun Road. This 50-mile drive winds through the center of Glacier and is often called one of the most scenic drives in North America. Here, you can stop along the way at overlooks like Wild Goose Island to take in the view, or ride in one of the historic red buses for a guided experience that explains the park's history and geology. As you continue up the road, Logan Pass stands out as a highlight. It's the highest point you can reach by car, where the views stretch far across the mountains. From here, the Hidden Lake Overlook Trail is one of the easiest and most rewarding hikes. It's mostly a wooden boardwalk that leads you to a wide view of Hidden Lake, surrounded by alpine meadows. If you want a longer route, the Highline Trail begins nearby and follows along the garden wall with sweeping views of the valleys below. Many Glacier, often called the Switzerland of North America, offers another area filled with hiking opportunities. The Grinnell Glacier Trail is one of the park's best-known routes, taking you past lakes to one of the last remaining glaciers. Not far away, Lake McDonald provides a calm place to enjoy the park's natural beauty. This is the largest lake in Glacier, known for its smooth, colorful stones visible beneath the clear water. The nearby Lake McDonald Lodge adds a touch of history with its classic mountain design, while the Trail of the Cedars provides a quiet walk through old cedar and hemlock trees that have stood for centuries. For quieter places away from the main areas, the Two Medicine region in the southeast part of the park remains an important place connected to the Blackfeet Nation's ancestral lands. Here, you can take a boat tour across Two Medicine Lake, walk the short trail to Astor Falls, or spend the day hiking the longer Dawson-Pitamacan Loop. For a more remote experience, the North Fork area gives you a true sense of wilderness. The gravel roads leave you with quiet trails and clear lakes like Kintla Lake, the most secluded large lake in the park. Bowman Lake, not far away, is also a popular stop for photography with calm waters. After exploring the area, you can stop at the Pole Bridge Mercantile just outside the park for fresh baked goods that are well known among travelers. Cracker Lake is another standout area, with its turquoise-colored water that looks almost unreal. Old mine structures can still be seen near the lake, adding an interesting piece of history to the quiet scenery. For something less traveled, the Firebrand Pass Trail offers a peaceful hike with clear views of the mountains, a great place to experience Glacier's wild side. 6. Seattle, Washington. Seattle, Washington, known as the Emerald City, is where modern architecture and nature stand side by side. A good place to begin exploring is Pike Place Market, one of the oldest continuously operating farmers markets in the country. Here, the air is filled with the sound of fishmongers calling out and the smell of fresh seafood. Not far from the market stands the Space Needle, Seattle's most famous landmark. The elevator ride to the top gives you clear views of Puget Sound, Mount Rainier, and the surrounding mountains. The rotating glass floor adds a sense of excitement as you watch the city move beneath your feet. Next to the Space Needle, the Chihuly Garden and Glass Museum highlights the work of artist Dale Chihuly. Inside, large glass sculptures shine in bright colors that shift with the light. The outdoor garden continues this theme, the glass pieces arranged among plants and flowers. A short walk away, the Museum of Pop Culture, or MoPop, showcases Seattle's creative side. The building's curved design stands out, and inside, you can explore exhibits on music, science fiction, and gaming. Moving toward the historic core, Pioneer Square gives you a look at where the city began. The red brick buildings and narrow streets show the character of old Seattle, but what lies below is even more interesting. The underground tour takes you through the remains of the original city, built before the Great Fire of 1889. For open views and outdoor spaces, Gas Works Park on Lake Union offers a peaceful setting. The park sits on the grounds of a former gas plant, and parts of the old machinery remain as part of its design. In the Ballard area, the Hiram M. Chittenden locks provide another unique experience. Here, you can see boats pass through the locks as they move between saltwater and freshwater. The nearby fish ladder has viewing windows where you can watch salmon swim upstream during migration season. Cary Park, located in the Queen Anne neighborhood, offers another memorable view of the city. Meanwhile, in Fremont, the neighborhood known for its artistic character, the Fremont Troll, a large concrete sculpture, has become a local landmark. For a quieter setting, the Washington Park Arboretum and the Seattle Japanese Garden are peaceful places to walk. Also, Waterfall Garden Park provides a small, private space where a 22-foot waterfall creates a gentle background sound. 5. Great Smoky Mountains National Park. The Great Smoky Mountains National Park stretches across the border of Tennessee and North Carolina and is one of the largest protected areas in the eastern United States. The soft mist that settles over the mountains gives the park its name and adds to its calm, natural beauty. Kauaʻi, also known as Clingman's Dome, is one of the park's most popular highlights. A short, steep paved trail leads to the observation tower at the summit, which stands as the highest point in both Tennessee and the park. The Appalachian Trail also passes by this spot, making it easy to take a short walk along the famous route. Heading west, Cades Cove offers a completely different experience. This wide valley surrounded by mountain ridges is one of the best areas to see wildlife. Another scenic drive worth taking is Newfound Gap Road, which connects the Tennessee and North Carolina sides of the park. This 33-mile route winds through thick forests and opens up to several overlooks with broad mountain views. At the Newfound Gap Overlook, you can stand on the state line and look out at the endless ridges that fade into the distance. For a quieter route, the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail offers a relaxed drive through dense woods. One of the main stops is the trail to Grotto Falls, where you can walk directly behind the waterfall as it pours over the rocks. The Oconaluftee Mountain Farm Museum on the North Carolina side highlights the park's history. The collection of restored cabins, barns, and a blacksmith shop shows how mountain families once lived. The park also has several hidden spots that are less crowded, but just as beautiful, like the Foothills Parkway, offering open views of the mountains from a peaceful scenic drive. Here, you can take a short walk to the Look Rock Tower for a clear view across the valley. Elkmont Ghost Town is another lesser-known stop worth seeing. Once a busy logging and resort community, it now stands quiet with preserved wooden cottages scattered through the trees. For a more tucked-away waterfall, Spruce Flats Falls in the Tremont area is a good choice. It's about 30 feet tall and surrounded by forest, offering a calm setting. Another interesting stop is the small stone spring house, known as the House of the Fairies. The structure's simple design and moss-covered archway make it a unique part of the park's past. Not far from Kauaʻi, there's also a hidden tunnel built by the Civilian Conservation Corps. Often called the Thomas Divide or Old Mule Tunnel, it's one of the park's quiet historical sites. 4. Chicago, Illinois. Chicago, known as the Windy City, is filled with energy, history, and impressive architecture. Located in northeastern Illinois, the city is shaped by the Chicago River, which was famously reversed over a century ago. Millennium Park is a good place to start your time in Chicago. It's home to the famous Cloud Gate sculpture, better known as the Bean, with its mirrored surface reflecting the skyline and the people around it. Nearby, the J. Pritzker Pavilion offers free outdoor concerts and events, when the park fills with music and people relaxing on the grass. A short walk from the park brings you to the Art Institute of Chicago, one of the country's most respected art museums. Inside, you can see famous works like American Gothic, A Sunday on La Grande Jatte, and Nighthawks. If you want a wider view of the city, the Willis Tower, still called the Sears Tower by many locals, is worth a visit. From the sky deck on the 103rd floor, you can see across the skyline. The ledge, made of glass and extending over 4 feet out from the building, lets you look straight down more than 1,300 feet. Not far away, the Chicago Riverwalk offers a different kind of view. The best way to experience it is by taking an architecture boat tour, where you'll pass under the bridge and between skyscrapers. From there, you can make your way to the Magnificent Mile on Michigan Avenue. This stretch is known for shopping and impressive architecture. Even if you're not buying anything, it's worth walking down the avenue to see buildings like the Wrigley Building and Tribune Tower. Next, you can spend time at Museum Campus, located along the lakefront near downtown. This area brings together 3 main attractions: the Field Museum, Shed Aquarium, and Adler Planetarium. At the Field Museum, you can see Sue, the largest and most complete Tyrannosaurus rex fossil ever found. Meanwhile, at the Shed Aquarium, you can watch beluga whales and dolphins swim gracefully in the water. Downtown, the Chicago Cultural Center is another place worth your time. It features rotating art exhibits along with one of the city's most beautiful interiors. Inside Preston Bradley Hall, you can look up to see the world's largest Tiffany stained glass dome, an often overlooked masterpiece. If you want to see more of the city's neighborhoods, the 606 offers a great way to do it. This elevated trail was once a railway line and now serves as a public walking path. The Garfield Park Conservatory offers an experience surrounded by nature. It's one of the largest conservatories in the country. Here, you can walk through rooms filled with palm trees, desert plants, and tropical greenery. Another lesser-known spot is the Chicago Pedway, an underground system of tunnels and bridges connecting buildings throughout the downtown area. It gives you a look at a different side of the city, with hidden shops and small restaurants tucked beneath the streets. 3. Kauaʻi, Hawaii. Kauaʻi, known as the Garden Isle, is the oldest and northernmost of Hawaii's main islands, making it one of the most peaceful islands to explore. One of Kauai's most well-known areas is the Na Pali coast, stretching for miles along the northwest shore. This part of the island cannot be reached by car, so a helicopter tour gives you sweeping views of the waterfalls, like Manawaiapuna Falls, also called Jurassic Falls. You can also hike the Kalalau Trail, which runs along the edge of the coast, to Hanakapiai Beach, or farther to Hanakapiai Falls, offering views of the cliffs. Moving west, Waimea Canyon State Park and Koke State Park show a different side of the island. Waimea Canyon, often called the Grand Canyon of the Pacific, stretches across the west side with red rock cliffs and valleys. Here, you can drive along Waimea Canyon Drive and stop at lookouts like the Waimea Canyon Lookout, which gives views that stretch across the canyon. In nearby Koke'e State Park, trails like the Awawapuhi Trail leads you to ridges overlooking the valleys of the Na Pali coast. The South Shore has a warmer, sunnier atmosphere, and Poipo Beach Park is one of its highlights. The crescent-shaped beach has calm waters that's perfect for swimming and snorkeling. On the east side, the Wailua River offers a peaceful change of pace. It's the largest river in Hawaii that can be traveled by boat and winds through tropical scenery. Here, you can kayak or paddleboard up the river and take a short hike to reach Secret Falls, also known as Uluwehi Falls, where the falls drop into a quiet pool surrounded by plants and trees. A short drive away, you can stop at Opaeka'a Falls, which gives clear views of the twin waterfalls flowing down the cliff. If you want to experience a more quiet side of Kauai, the Maha Ulepu Heritage Trail on the South Shore is a good place to start. Near this trail is the Makauwahi Cave Reserve, one of the island's hidden gems. It's the largest limestone cave in Hawaii, and inside the cave, you can see fossil layers that show what life on Kauai looked like long ago. On the far west side, Polihali State Park feels remote and untouched. There's an open beach at the park that stretches for miles with golden sand. Heading north, Tunnels Beach, or Makua Beach, is a favorite spot for snorkeling and diving. The clear water reveals coral reefs and lava tubes filled with colorful fish. Farther along the North Shore, Kailua Point National Wildlife Refuge offers something different. The historic Kailua Lighthouse stands on a high bluff above the ocean, and the area serves as a protected space for seabirds, where you can see species like the red-footed booby and the Laysan albatross flying over the waves while the ocean crashes below. 2. San Francisco, California. San Francisco sits on the tip of a peninsula in Northern California. Here, every neighborhood feels different, offering something new with each turn. The Golden Gate Bridge is the city's most recognizable landmark, with its bright orange towers stretching across the bay. Walking or biking across gives you open views of the city and the bay. If you prefer to take it in from a distance, Battery Spencer provides one of the best views of the bridge and skyline together. Not far away, Alcatraz Island rises from the bay. Once a federal prison that held some of the country's most well-known inmates, it's now part of the National Park Service. The audio tour brings the stories of the prison to life, sharing what daily life was like for guards and inmates. Back on the mainland, Fisherman's Wharf sits along the waterfront. Pier 39, one of the most popular spots in this area, is known for its sea lions resting on the docks. Just up the hill, the city's cable cars continue their routes, as they have since the 1800s. Close by, Lombard Street stands out as one of San Francisco's most photographed spots. Its sharp curves wind down a steep hill lined with flower beds and colorful houses. A short ride away, Golden Gate Park offers a quieter setting. Spanning more than 1,000 acres, it includes walking through the Japanese tea garden and visiting the California Academy of Sciences. Along the waterfront in the Presidio, the wave organ creates sound through pipes that react to the movement of the bay. Meanwhile, in the inner Sunset neighborhood, the 16th Avenue tiled steps display bright mosaic artwork that tells a story from ocean to sky. Climbing to the top leads to a clear view of Grand View Park. Closer to the waterfront, Musée Mécanique offers something different. This museum holds one of the largest collections of working antique arcade games. In the Mission District, Clarion and Balmy Alleys display some of the city's most detailed murals. These walls show colorful scenes that share messages about community, culture, and local life. If you want something lighthearted, Seward Street slides offer a simple way to have fun. Hidden in a small park, these concrete slides are steep and fast where locals bring cardboard to sit on for a smoother ride. 1. New York City. New York City, located in southeastern New York State, is made up of 5 boroughs, and together they make up the most populated city in the United States, filled with energy, diversity, and countless things to experience. Manhattan is the most recognizable borough, known for its skyline and cultural landmarks. At the center of it all is Times Square, often called the crossroads of the world. The area comes alive with its bright lights and flashing billboards. Just nearby, Broadway's theaters line the streets, offering some of the best live performances anywhere. Moving from the city's high energy, Central Park brings a complete change of pace. The park stretches across Manhattan and provides open space to relax, walk, or ride a bike. Here, you can stop by Bethesda Terrace and Fountain, or visit the Strawberry Fields area. Not far from the park, some of New York's most recognizable views can be found high above the city. The observation decks at the top of the Rock and One World Observatory provide wide views of the skyline. To experience the city's history, the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island are important stops. The Statue of Liberty stands tall in New York Harbor as a symbol of freedom, where you can take the free Staten Island ferry for clear views of the statue. Meanwhile, Ellis Island is home to the National Museum of Immigration, where millions of people once entered the United States. Farther downtown, the 9/11 Memorial and Museum serve as a place of remembrance. The twin reflecting pools sit where the original World Trade Center towers once stood, surrounded by the names of the victims. Inside, the museum tells the story of the attacks and how the city came together in the aftermath. Crossing the Brooklyn Bridge is another experience that shows you a different side of the city. The bridge itself is a historic landmark that links 2 boroughs with very different personalities. Queens, the largest borough, is known for its diversity and local communities filled with people from around the world. Here, you can experience every culture and explore areas that reflect the city's global character. Art and culture are also central to New York life, and the Metropolitan Museum of Art is one of the best examples. Known as the Met, it holds art from around the world and across time. Beyond the main attractions, the Met Cloisters offers a peaceful experience. This museum, dedicated to medieval European art and architecture, creates a welcoming atmosphere. Another lesser-known experience is the Roosevelt Island Tramway. The tramway glides above the East River and gives you an unusual view of Midtown. In Midtown East, Green Acre Park is a small park hidden between tall buildings. It has a 25-foot waterfall that softens the sounds of the city, making it a relaxing place to take a break. Farther south in the financial district, Elevated Acre is another quiet spot. Built above a parking garage, this park is a calm area overlooking the East River. If you're interested in learning about the daily lives of New Yorkers from the past, the Tenement Museum on the Lower East Side offers a close look into the city's immigrant story. The museum preserves old apartment buildings where families once lived, showing how they worked and adapted to life in America. If you're looking for any tips to enhance your own personal travel and help you manage your travel budget more effectively, click the link in the description. And remember to like and subscribe to help our channel grow.